Let's take a look at the chart action for Cardano. All right, so what do you guys think? Do you guys think we're going to keep running, or do you think this thing's going to get a correction anytime soon? Because this thing is running pretty hard. So in my last video, I was watching this triangle pattern, something like this, but I don't really like that anymore. I don't know if I like that just because it's not a lot of point of contacts. I'm thinking maybe to be more conservative about it, to use these bottoms right here. And there's some support. There's a bunch of bottom support right there. And if we drag from the top to the bottom of this triangle pattern, something like this, we're basically looking at a target right where we're at, something or very similar. So what I'm thinking is, I'm wondering, are we gonna get a retracement? Did we hit the top basically? So if we did, we could do a Fibonacci retracement from the bottom to the top and start looking at maybe 204, 185 for retracement. You can see that there's a little bit of like action right here, and then right here as well. It wicked down right there pretty much. So maybe watch that 50% level, 185 or 204, if it maybe starts getting a if that was the top. I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying that's what I'm kind of wondering if it is. So what we can do now is kind of look at this channel that I've been looking at. So we have support like this. We had support right here and right here, and then we have some resistance. We have resistance going like this, something like that. In general, it seems like we're in a channel right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if we had to like cool off a little bit, maybe even just, and like I was saying, we watching those levels, we don't have to come down all the way down there. We could even probably get support on this level right here. Right now, it's probably not a good idea to get bearish on a Cardano until we break this bottom trend line right there. That's just to get started though, because yeah, in general, it looks pretty bullish. So I would think maybe we could get maybe even some support right here at 239, somewhere around there, maybe. If we start breaking that level, then we'll probably want to watch this bottom trend line right there. We might, but like I said, we might be coming down to test it. So in general, let's not get too bearish until we break this one. Let me show you what I'm looking at Cardano to Ethereum. And this is actually looking very good. So basically, well, it's looking pretty good. It could be either way. I feel like it's a rising wedge, but we're testing to the upside, which is better than testing to the downside. It could also be a fake out where we go boom and then come down, and the bearish pattern really plays out, and it was just a fake out. But for now, we're looking at this rising wedge right there, and it's getting tighter. And if we drag from the top to the bottom of the wedge, the bottom down here, we drag that to the breakout, we're looking at it something like that for that continuation. Like I said, it could be possible where it just blows the top off and then comes back down. I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see, or we could just start getting parabolic. But once we break this top trend line, I feel like we can maybe come hit this target. I think it's probably going to get it'll probably get pretty bullish. It'll start looking pretty crazy, I think, if we could break this top trend line right here. So yeah, that's on Cardano to Ethereum. And let's take a look at like a bigger time frame on this, because we're kind of watching that. But yeah, so we had this triangle pattern, something like this, and it broke out right here. So I mean, it's maybe if we break out this wedge right there and start trying to come get this target up here at around .001248 Ethereum. Yeah, it's not the dollar chart, but if we break out of that, it'll look good for Cardano. If we take a look at the total crypto market cap, we're still looking at this upward channel, basically similar to Cardano's smaller time frame. But we've been looking at this channel for a while now, and like I've been saying, until we break this bottom trend line, I'm not getting too bearish either. At the same time, it looks like we came up, caught resistance right there, and now we're coming down to get support. So maybe this is a situation where you just buy the dips, you know what I mean, where we come down here and you buy these dips. But at the same time, we could roll over, break this trend line, and that's why we watch these trend lines though. When we break the trend line, that's our signal to do whatever. And that's basically how I play it. It's like basically like a rule book. It's it's something to kind of do. And then when you look at these bigger time frames, you're probably looking at a good signal. So right here we broke this big uptrend we had going something like this. We broke it really hard. See, and we got like some big candles. I think that's the difference too. When you get like a nice big candle, then you can really see, okay, now we're trending down for sure. And then we started getting the green candles, solid uptrend, still going on there. But the other thing is, I guess, if we really kind of look at it, this was the previous top at 2.5 trillion. And yeah, we're getting closer and closer. So I'm wondering what's going to happen when we hit that. Are we going to break through it, or are we going to get rejected and have to come down again and start a little correction? So yeah, those are just basically the things I'm watching on Cardano. Basically, I'm not sure on what's happening, but maybe this will give you an idea of what to watch, or maybe give you an opinion, other perspective. I think if we could break this, let's say, let's do a for fun target, basically, maybe the top to the bottom of this channel right there, something like this, and then we drag this to the breakout. Let's kind of get this a little better. If we could break this top side, which I'm not saying we are, but if we can do it, maybe we're looking at 3.32. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking at. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you have any requests, leave them in the comments. If we have any popular demands, I might get to them.